What's up, guys? One Koala Man here, bringing you episode number 45 of our fairy tale reviews. And today we're kind of doing things a little bit differently today. Not with the review part, but mostly the intro part. But let me get the original intro in. So if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit that like button down below, because it really means a lot to me that you guys hit the like button. Be sure to comment your answer to the question of the day, and follow me on Twitter, both which will be in the description down below. And be sure to subscribe, almost forgot to say that, if you are new to the channel, because I welcome every single one of you, new and old, everybody to my channel. I don't discriminate, so. And be sure to share it to everybody you know, because this review is not like any other review. It's more like a recap of like a step-by-step of what happens and all that good stuff. But anyways, here's the thing that's going to be different, guys. We're 5 episodes away from hitting episode number 50. We are almost 50 episodes in. Now, I decided that I wanted to do like a top list. And what I mean by the top list is like top 10, top 5, like whatever. But the subjects I'm going to do are top whatever female characters and top whatever male characters. Now, what I want you guys to do in the comment section is going to be the question of the day for the next about 4 episodes or so. So let me know down in the comment section, do you want a top 5 list of male and female characters, both different episodes, or top 10 male and female characters in 2 different episodes? Leave that down in the comment section below. Also, in the comment section below, leave what you think. Okay, so leave how you think we should do this, you know, top 10, top 5 episode. Should I put my opinion for top 5 favorite female and male characters up to this point? Or should I add spoilers for like my top 10 or top 5 favorite characters up until, you know, the point that I'm actually at, which is like the Tartaros Ark, which is way further into the future. Anyways, that was a lot to say. Hopefully I can say it a little more quicker in the next few episodes. But with all that out of the way, let's get this mother underway. So we start today's episode off with Loki just destroying these dolls, but they just keep going to different like dolls because he's not destroying the souls, he's just destroying the outer shell of these souls pretty much. And Bixlow's getting kind of annoyed because, you know, it's kind of like this fight's not really going anywhere. So he decides to take off his mask, and his face actually looks pretty cool. It's got like some voodoo doll like thing on his face, and his haircut's kind of funky looking, but it's legit. And he's got eye powers just like Evergreen. And turns out that all of the Thunder Legion have eye powers, and his eye powers is if you look into his eyes, then he'll just control your soul right away. But Lucy and Loki and Happy aren't having that, so they decide to work together, and they finally manage to deliver the final blow to Bixlow. Ooh, with the rhymes, I dropped my bottle. But yeah, they defeat Bixlow. And meanwhile, back at the Fairy Tale Guild, it says like on the little scoreboard that Lucy defeated Bixlow, and Gaja's like, what? That cheerleader, that little princess beat Bixlow? And Natsu's like, yeah, she's pretty crazy. And Levy's saying, oh guys, I finally figured out how to crack the code. I just gotta rearrange a few of the letters, and then you guys can escape and you guys can take on Loxus. And also at this time, Mira Jane is running out because, you know, all the girls escaped and they're trying to find, you know, people to fight. And Mira Jane runs into Elfman, and Elfman is like barely getting up from getting beat down from Evergreen. And Mira Jane's saying like, oh, I wish I could help. I'm just so useless. And she's like starting to tear up. I really honestly hate seeing Mira Jane cry. Not because like I despise her. I just really hate seeing a sweet girl like Mira Jane crying. And it just gets me in the feels, and I'm like, oh, Mira Jane, why you gotta cry so much? But I like Mira Jane, I really do. She's such a sweetheart, and I know she has more use than just being like moral support for the guild. Moving on, we go on to Juvia and Kana, who are walking or running together, and they run into Freed, but Freed is running away from them, so it's like another cat and mouse chase. So that's pretty much what the Thunder Legion is good for. Okay, so Gray had to chase after Bixlow, Elfman had to chase after, no wait, Urza had to chase after Evergreen, and now Kana and Juvia are having to chase after Kana and Juvia are having to chase after Freed. But they manage to, you know, I guess corner Freed, but Freed like gets this barrier around them, and you know what the barrier means? That means Juvia and Kana have to fight, and Freed, oh my gosh, so many names. But Freed is saying, I actually kind of hope Kana would win because you still bear the stain of Phantom Lord, and we can't really trust you, Juvia. And so Juvia is saying, okay, I understand. And so she like starts, you know, getting in like a whirlpool state, and she's saying, so whoever wins out of me and Kana has to, you know, fight you. You're gonna keep your word on that, right? And Freed's like, of course, I always keep my word. And so Juvia like flies upwards, and Freed's saying like, it's no use. You can go as high as you want. You're still not gonna escape. The only way you escape is walking over your fallen enemy. But she's not trying to defeat Kana. She goes up and hits one of the lightning balls. And as you guys know from Bisca's, you know, poor mistake, if you destroy one of those balls will destroy you. So she destroys one of those balls, and the ball just wrecks her. And so she sacrificed her own self because she didn't want to fight Kana. And that is super respectable on Juvia's part. And Kana's angry. She's starting to cry, and she's saying, thank you, Juvia. This will not go in vain. Juvia's still alive, of course, because why not, right? And she's just angry at this point. So now it's Kana versus Freed. But back to the guild for right now. Gajiel and Natsu are finally escaped, and Levy's saying, look, I have to tell you guys can't stay close to each other. You guys have to separate so you can avoid being in Freed's traps and having to verse each other. You guys have to do your own thing. And so they go do their own thing. And then Gajiel's up in a tree talking to this little doll thing. And he's talking about, like, Fairy Tail, like he's in cahoots with someone. And he's calling someone Master Ivan. And then we go to Master Ivan. And he's saying, that's right, just keep playing the Fairy Tail game. Keep acting like you're on their side. And so I guess Gajiel's kind of in cahoots with someone else. But I'm sure we'll find out what this is about. I mean, it honestly doesn't surprise me because Gajiel was like the top dog in Phantom Lord, which was a dark guild, and now he's in cahoots with another, I'm assuming, a dark guild. But we go back to the Kana and Freed fight, and Mira and Elfman accidentally run into them, and it's pretty much like a disappointing fight. Freed's winning, and then Freed just he just destroys Kana like right then and there, and then Elfman's like, how can you do this? You're not a real man. And so he goes up and Freed like puts like some like marking on his chest, on Elfman's chest, and he's saying those who lose cannot break the rules. If you break the rules and attempt to fight even though you lost, you're gonna get punished. And so he is just destroying Elfman at this point, and Mira Jane is just tearing up again, and it is making me tear up. Well, maybe not really, but I'm getting goosebumps from it. And like I said, I hate seeing Mira cry because she's such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, she's killing me with her tears, man. But Freed is just destroying Elfman, and he's ready to deliver his final blow, which is death to Elfman, and that like triggers something in Mira Jane, and she just remembers all this thing with Lizana getting wrecked by Elfman, dying, like her headstone, everything just starts reminding, like all these emotions start like building up inside of her. And Mira Jane like gets all this power, like this magic energy just flows out of her, and she just unleashes her like full power, and she transforms into this demon. And if you guys remember, she used to be called the She-Devil, and she used to be an S-class wizard. So this is like the S-classness coming back into her, and she is looking very, very intimidating. Very intimidating. She looks like a demon, and is called like Satan's soul. I think that's what it's called, Satan's soul, and that's what she has like inside of her. So she's able to turn into this demon, and she just starts mopping the floor with Freed. And then this makes Freed go to drastic measures, so he turns into a demon himself, and so it's demon versus demon, mano y mano, or mana, because it's Mira, and Mira's just still going to town on Freed. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I had no idea Mira was this powerful to just destroy Freed. But Mira eventually finally finishes him off, and she's about to deliver the final punch, and she's like going in hard and fast, like trying to punch him, but like she stops like an inch away from him, thinking of like Lizana and all the good times she had and all that stuff, and she just transforms back to her regular self, and she gives like a sweet, heartfelt moment, like a not heartfelt moment, like a heartfelt speech to Freed, saying, "Look, even though you're doing this, we're still your friends. You're still a member of Fairy Tail. We respect you. We love you, Freed." And she starts crying. I think Freed starts crying. I wasn't paying attention to that part really, but Mira Jane is probably the coolest girl in all of Fairy Tail up till this point. And so now the scoreboard gets updated, and it says that Mira Jane and Freed both forfeited the match. So now there's only one left, and my boy Loxus is wherever he is, and he is charging up his power. Mystigan is in town looking at the scoreboard. Natsu and Gagio are looking at the scoreboard. Whew! It's gonna get crazy in the next few episodes, that's for dang sure. But that is the end of the episode of Fairy Tail. Alrighty guys, this ending is going to be very short because I did mention the question of the day in the beginning of the episode, and it will be in the description down below. So if you missed it in the beginning of the episode, go ahead, rewind, and check it out. But I'll say it again. Actually, no, I won't say it again. It was a really long intro. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know. I want to know. But with all that said and done, guys, keep it cool.